Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be jumping back into King Arthur Legends Rise, and we're going to be talking about raids. With the latest update that hit in November, there was a pretty good update to raids and some pretty positive stuff that I wanted to hit on that I haven't talked about yet. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's go ahead and jump into the game. So similar to what I did with Arena, if you haven't seen that update, I'll put a link up to it right over here, just to really take a look at what specific changes happened during the November update. I did a very high-level look at it. If you haven't seen that one, I'll link that up right over here too. That goes a little deeper into, well, goes wider as far as some of the changes that happened. And now we're digging a little bit deeper on the differences. So right now, what I want to do is I want to talk about raids. So I'm going to jump into clan and I'm going to go over to raid. So it's a little bit different. We used to have over here on the left-hand side where it would say raid, and we'd go to in there and we'd have a completely different GUI. But now raids are down here. So I'm going to click on that. And if you watched that previous video, this screen looks pretty familiar. Now, there's some changes here that you might notice right off the bat that I think is very, very cool when it comes to raids. Before, you and everybody else in your clan only had 2 attempts, and that was it. Now, look at this. So if you missed a day, you missed out on those 2 attempts. Now with the update that we have, you can miss a day, and you're going to continue to build on top of the tickets that you had previously. So you're going to start out with 2. If you don't do your 2 that day, then you're going to have 4. But it does max out at 10. So if you wait all the way up until you got 10, and then you go in and do your raids, or if you wait beyond, then you're going to be losing opportunities in raid. I think this is phenomenal as far as a mechanic to help in raids, so that if for some reason life happens, right? Family and work come first. Maybe you may not be able to contribute to the raid that day, but maybe the next day you can contribute more time, right? So then you can go in there, and instead of 2 attempts, you now have 4. There is a drawback to that, though. So when you go in here, one thing to remember about raids is that the team that you use is locked out for 24 hours. So if I use this team here, I can't use this team again until tomorrow. So with 10 tickets, in order for me to be super effective in raid, I would need to have 10 very good teams that I can bring in here, because every single one of them that I use is now going to be locked until the next day. So something to keep in mind if you let your tickets build up like this. I don't have 10 teams right now. I've got 4 teams that do fairly well, 2 that do really well, 2 that do okay, and then everybody else I don't even get a hit in. But I wanted to accumulate this and max this out just to kind of show what can happen. I think it's pretty positive as far as the raid goes. It just allows for a little bit more flexibility, especially with just life stuff, right? Okay, also, when we take a look at down here, so we have this here, here's our different tiers, and here are the rewards that we get for each tier. I think another good change here is these clan coins when it comes to your leader of that clan. Previously, they would need to use clan coins in order to upgrade the clan to the different levels. You don't need that anymore. That really took away from what the leaders could spend in the store, the clan store, which really sucked, actually. But this change, I think, is pretty positive, because now leaders can go in, they can purchase what they want from the store, and it doesn't damage the progression of the clan. So when we see more clan coins being given, I think that's definitely a plus. We've got our rankings just like normal, and then we have this right here, which just gives us our rewards once we have those rewards built up, right? So we've got 4 days to go. Once those 4 days are up, then we're offline. The raid is offline for, what, a week or 2? Or 3? I forget the time on that. And then just a few other things to cover here. We'll go into the information panel here. Bunch of different rewards. You get rewards for participating as a clan. You get individual rewards, these personal rewards here as you participate in the raid. You get defeat rewards, so players who deal the final killing blow to a boss or the boss's limbs during a clan raid. These rewards are combined and paid out together with battle rewards on the battle results screen. So you get some additional rewards for that. Season rewards as well. And then when we take a look at just the rules here, just a couple things to call out. Increasing the raid level. Once you conquer all 4 bosses, then you're going to increase in raid level. As you can see, we're raid level 11 right now. And then clan passion, as you contribute to the raid, as everybody contributes to the raid, you get certain benefits, increased rewards, things like that. If you want to see what that looks like, you click down here. You can see participation to reach level 8. So we're at 361 of 390. Added upon reaching level 390, it's actually level 8. This is 361, just matches your attempts here. Then we're going to get some bonus raid rewards there as well. So, and then like I said here, if you go into this, you can see the tier. We're currently at tier 11, level 11, and then that's our reward there. So there's a lot of different ways to get rewards here. I'm hoping that we start to see more rewards other than clan coins. Hopefully we see gem crystals and things like that become available. So we'll see how this continues to evolve, and once through the beta, and then what it's going to look like once global launch actually hits. And again, this game is scheduled tentatively to launch in spring of this year. When I take a look at my iOS store, it says June 6th. So that's what I'm going off of right now. So we'll see if that changes or if it doesn't. But I think they made some really good changes here to Raid. I was excited to jump in here and get familiar with the new format. All right, everybody, as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.